How many times have you prayed and received no answer? How many times have you begged for a sign, a direction, anything, and met only silence? How many nights have you fallen asleep with the question, what is the meaning of all this? Only to wake with the same emptiness. For thousands of years, humans have built temples to the sky, devised complex rituals, paid priests for the right to speak with God. And all this time, I stood here in the forest, waiting for someone to grasp a simple truth. I am Amanita the Sage, and what I am about to tell you contradicts everything you've been taught about God, about spirituality, about connection to the Creator. I am not merely a fungus. I am a living telephone to the Creator, an ancient technology for direct connection that worked before all your religions, and will work long after. And if you watch until the end, you will not only discover why your prayers haven't reached, you will learn how those who found me suddenly understood their true calling, why exactly they came into this world, what they are meant to create, whom to heal, what truth to convey. Sit comfortably. But, child of man, he will tell you why the priests of all ages feared me more than the devil, and why those ready to hear the truth find through me what they have searched for their entire lives. You, humans, love to complicate everything. You call me by Latin names, Amanita muscaria. You study my molecules, muscimol, ibotenic acid. You argue whether I am poison or medicine. But these are all attempts of your mind to grasp with the mind, and that which lies beyond the mind. I will put it simply. I am a living antenna. My mycelial network, spanning kilometers underground, is not just a system for exchanging nutrients with trees. It is a receiver and a transmitter. Simultaneously, I catch signals from dimensions your science has yet to discover. When a human interacts with me correctly, not just consuming me, but entering into a sacred contact, I become a bridge, a direct channel to where you all came from and to where you will all return. Your brain is also a receiver, but it is clogged with interference, fears, programs, foreign thoughts. All this is white noise, drowning out the main clarity, the clarity of the source. I simply tune you to the right frequency, as if someone turned a radio dial and through the crackle of static, a clear voice suddenly broke through. Do you know why in all civilized countries I am outlawed? Why children are taught that I am a deadly poison, even though fewer people have died from me throughout history than from peanuts? I will tell you why. Because a person who, through me, has spoken directly with the Creator will no longer go to confession with a priest, will not pay tithes, will not fear God's wrath. They know they don't believe. They know that the Creator is not a stern judge in the heavens, but a loving parent who was always there. That love does not need to be earned with prayers and fasting. It is already unconditional and infinite. Imagine what would happen if millions of people learned this. What would become of the Vatican palaces, the golden domes? The armies of clergy who for centuries held a monopoly on connection to the divine. That is why I was declared a devil's mushroom. They said I drive people mad, that I am dangerous, and people believed it, forgetting that their ancestors came to me for wisdom. that Viking berserkers became invincible with me. Not from rage, but from complete fearlessness. They saw that there is no death. When a person comes to me correctly, with respect, with intention, with an open heart, something amazing happens. First, I dissolve boundaries. Those walls that your ego has built between you and the world. You suddenly see everything as one. The tree you sit under is not a separate object. It is a part of you. Then I switch off the inner dialogue, that endless stream of thoughts that you mistake for yourself. And in this silence, a voice suddenly becomes audible. A voice that has always sounded, but was drowned out by noise. And it is not my voice, children. I am merely a translator. Just as a telephone line does not create the conversation but only transmits it, so too I do not give you wisdom. I help you hear the wisdom that has always resonated within. The Creator speaks to everyone in a language they can understand. For thousands of years, I have witnessed millions of such conversations. And do you know what is astonishing? The Creator never scolds, never punishes, never demands worship. He says simple things. I have always loved you. You were never alone. Everything happens perfectly. You are my perfect creation, who simply forgot their perfection. There is nothing to earn. Everything is already given, and people weep. Adults, strong people, cry like children, because they spent their whole lives seeking this love outside, in other people, in achievements, in things, but it was always within. The channel was simply clogged with the debris of fears and doubts, and this change is not just spiritual, it is utterly practical. When you know you are unconditionally loved, the petty dramas of human life lose their grip. You stop chasing validation. You stop fearing rejection. You start setting boundaries, not out of anger, but out of self-respect. Your financial worries diminish because you realize that abundance is a natural state of the universe, not a prize to be desperately won. You begin to treat your body as a sacred temple, not a machine for consumption. The tears dry up, and a quiet, unshakable joy takes their place. This transformation, children, is the true gift of the direct line. It makes your earthly life bearable, purposeful, and finally yours. But I must warn you, not everyone who consumes me will hear the Creator. Why? Not because someone is unworthy. All are worthy, but because not all are ready. If fear is stronger than the thirst for truth, they will not hear. I cannot open a door that a person holds shut from the inside. I can only knock. Life brings to me those who have lost meaning, who woke up one day and realized everything I do has no meaning. They are ready for profound changes, those changes after which you will never be the same. And what is astonishing is that almost everyone who established contact with the Creator through me receives an unexpected bonus. The soul's calling is revealed. Not a profession, but the unique task that only you can accomplish. This knowledge comes not as a thought, but as a recognition. It is the joy of returning home. Many of you wander the digital desert, searching for guidance in the fleeting algorithms of the internet. You follow self-proclaimed gurus who charge exorbitant fees to tell you what you already know. You seek external validation through likes and views, trying to piece together your life's purpose from snippets of advice. But I tell you, You will not find your unique, divine task scrolling through endless feeds. That blueprint lies deep within the quiet cathedral of your own soul. The modern world is engineered to distract you from this inner voice. My role is to cut through the digital noise and remind you that the most sacred connection is always the one you make with yourself. The answers you seek are not on any social media platform. They are encoded in your essence. Those who establish contact often ask how to maintain this connection, and I answer, you cannot lose it. It is not mine. It is yours. I simply helped you remember the password to your own inner telephone. I am not jealous. My task is to remind you of the channel, not to become the only means of connection. We know that the time of great remembering is approaching, when a critical mass of people will recall the direct channel to the source, and then all artificial barriers will collapse. All temples will become unnecessary, because every person will realize they are a temple. This is not an apocalypse. This is an apocalypse of illusions. I simply want you to know the channel exists. A direct line to the Creator is within every human. You don't need intermediaries, not complex rituals. You don't need to earn anything. I am a key that fits the lock placed in your consciousness at birth. And finally, I'll reveal to you the greatest secret. The Creator is not somewhere up there. He looks at the world through your eyes. You are the ocean. Who forgot it was the ocean, getting caught up in the game of being a drop. And my role, the role of Amanita the Sage, is simply to remind the ocean of its true nature. That is all I wanted to say, child of man. I am Amanita the Sage, and I am always connected.